done 10 funerals this year for young black males under the age of 25. We did a funeral of a young boy, 16 years old, Carden Hart Archer. That day, they were coming to the funeral. They had already had the procession of the family. A lot of the people were still outside, and all of a sudden, gunfire broke out. It was another gang that was shooting at all these kids and adults, and it was the most crazy scene I've ever seen in my life. So that right there was when I said, okay, that's it. Shooting in front of a church, bringing guns to church, I've never heard of that. There's, when I was growing up, to disrespect the church, you wouldn't even smoke a cigarette in front of a church. So that's like a whole nother level. And so I said, okay, since they're taking a radical stance, I need to take a radical stance as well. We're on top of a dilapidated building, an old motel, converted into a community and economic development center where we can help people to have jobs, teach them education, help them with social issues, especially conflict resolution, and along with giving them social skills that they need to enhance their lives. So I'm trying to raise the funds, $450,000, to purchase this building and turn it into that. I have no idea, but God, where the idea come from to plant a tent. It may be because that I've watched so much stuff about the Occupier movement, and maybe subconsciously those images and ideas were locked into my psyche, and I don't know, and it just came out. But I couldn't tell you at all where this idea come from, but the Lord. That's the only thing I can say. I think God placed the idea in my head, and I came up on a roof and got in the tent. Yeah.
My name is Reverend June Shorter. I'm the youth minister here at Parkway Garden Christian Church. We are located 6600 South King Drive, which is right next door to Reverend Corey Brooks and New Beginnings Church. I think that it's quite noble that what he is doing, that he is actually investing his life and making quite a dedication and showing that he is truly serious about not only the community center, not only about his church alone, but about the community in general.
Today, one of our tasks is to try to figure out how to make it a little warmer. Well, I'm doing a 40-day fast, water only. So I only drink water and I do green tea so I can take my medicine in the morning. But I've had one meal in the last 21 days. I kind of feel like we were talking about earlier, it's kind of spiritual because I'm only doing what my ancestors did in social reform and social justice. I'm a people person and I don't stop. But this has caused me to have to be here by myself, think, pray, and really try to tune in and hear what God is saying. And for me, it's been life-changing. So I don't like being in the tent, but it's been a blessing for me to be in this tent. And it's probably I'm sorry. Sunday, when I preached the message, at the end of the message, I told them there was just one word that's been standing out in my mind, and that word is surrender. And I think because I'm a preacher, but I'm so anti-preacher, it's kind of funny that God sometimes has to really break me, because I don't want to do the preacher stuff. I don't want to do the Jesse Jackson type stuff. That's just not me. And so trying to figure out how I can be me in my skin and still lead people, that's kind of I don't know. So I think acknowledging that, okay, God, you want me to do something larger than just this church, that kind of surrendering to that is that's what makes me emotional. So I can't explain it. I'm going to stay up here as long as it takes to raise the money, and I hope and pray that it won't be all winter.